Good morning, farm friends. Good to be with you. I decided to introduce you to all of our horses. Very seldom do we have all of them in the same place, just because we rotate them around to different pastures. And even right now, we don't have our stallion 66 here with us, but I'll introduce you to him also. And we have a previous video, you can check him out. But we love to raise quarter horses. My grandpa had a stallion that we called Chip. I think Rosewood Chip was his name, his registered name. Actually, that was his registered name. And we've tried to continue on that line, and we're pretty proud of the horses we own. Their temperament's amazing, their conformation's amazing, and they're just an all-around great horse. Those of you that don't know a whole lot about horses may not know, but quarter horses are bred to do just that, to be able to run the quarter mile very quickly. So they have a very fast start, and they can really accelerate quickly. That's why they're used in roping and rodeo events. But I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you to our horses here real quick. This is Lex, and she's a 6-year-old mare expecting a baby from 66. Now 66 does not go back to my grandpa's stallion Rosewood Chip, and we acquired him to cross him on the Rosewood Chip line. Rosewood Chip goes back to Driftwood, who was another foundation quarter horse that's pretty famous. But anyway, this is Lex, and we'll show you her baby here in a minute. She's had 3 babies, and she will have number 4 here in about a month and a half. She carries her babies very well. You can hardly tell she's pregnant. She looks really good. This is Blake's horse, and you've probably seen her in some of our videos if you've watched any of them with Blake riding. Now here's the matriarch of our herd. This is one of Rosewood Chip's, let's see here. Okay, this is Rosewood Chip's granddaughter. Rosewood Chip's been dead for years now, but he stood on a Florida ranch for years, and my uncle owned Rosewood Chip at the time, and he got his pick of the babies each year because it was his stallion on the ranch. And we got one of his daughters that we called Taffy, and Taffy had, I think it was 10 or 11 babies in her lifetime, and all of them were girls but 1 or 2, and this is one of the girls. This is, we call her Chipper, and she's also, we think, pregnant to 66. Super excited. She's 19 or 20 years old, but looks great. Beautiful horse. And this is as close as we can get to my grandpa's stallion, just because she's the oldest and closest we can get. So I'll move over here. We're standing on 8 acres that we're actually acquiring. That's right here next to the old Route 66. So we're excited. You can see the I-40 has taken the place of Route 66, and you see semi-trucks passing in the background. Now this horse is actually my brother Levi's horse. She's a 20-year-old mare that's really well bred, and my brother acquired her and thought it'd be fun to try to get one more baby out of her, out of my stallion. So she's in full to 66 and should drop a baby here in about a month and a half. Now if any of you are interested in our horses, we're gonna have some babies for sale later this year. So, and I should know the pedigree of her, but she goes back to some of the greats like Doc Bar and Doc Alina and some of that, I think. Now here's our baby out of Darlin. Those of you that have been following her, this is Darlin's Clementine. She's just 2 weeks old now. Look at how beautiful she looks. She is so well put together. She's another one that we'll probably end up selling just because we can't keep so many, but man, isn't she pretty? Darlin's Clementine, 2 weeks old. And here's Darlin. Darlin also is not mine. We have taken care of her for coming on about 20 months now, as her owners went on a mission, a humanitarian mission to Iraq to help refugees. So we've had the privilege of taking care of her, and in exchange we got to breed her to our previous stallion that was a great grandson of Rosewood Chip, and this is his and her baby, Darlin's Clementine. All right, okay, this is Dusty. Dusty is a great grandson of Rosewood Chip. He's just 2 years old, and we're gonna start breaking him. We should have already started, but Blake had that shoulder surgery, and I don't bounce as well as Blake does, so I don't get on the colts like I used to. But he's super nice, super tall and lanky, but he's gonna fill in, and like I say, 2-year-old grandson of Rosewood Chip. Super excited about him. You probably wonder why I keep walking to their butt. My mom taught me to take a good picture of a horse, you got to show their hindquarters, because that's where their power comes from. You want a horse with a good hindquarters so that they'll be fast and can move. Come here, Dusty. Dusty's just such a gentle, nice little 2-year-old. He's gonna be a pretty easy one to break. Like I say, I just haven't been getting on colts lately. I need to lose some weight and get braver again. Okay, this is Tiny Tim, and he is not related to Rosewood Chip. That's a good thing. If he was, I'd be embarrassed. But Tiny Tim's just a little gelding that we enjoy here on the farm. We're wanting to train him to pull a cart or something. We just haven't got around to it. It's hard to find time to do everything we want to do with the horses and property here on the farm. And the last one I'll introduce you to is Coco. If you remember Lex, my son Blake's horse. Oh, and by the way, I didn't mention that the matriarch of the herd, Chipper, that's Casey's horse. But this is Coco. This is Lex's 2-year-old filly. And isn't she just gorgeous? She's another one we'll be breaking this spring. And so she is also a great granddaughter of Rosewood Chip, and just beautiful. So you may have found that boring, and if you did, then you're probably not still watching. But if you like good horses, and if you're ever interested in buying an American quarter horse and like what you see here, then contact us. We'll have some babies for sale this year because, like I say, we can't keep them all, although I'd love to. But anyway, have a blessed day, and hope you all have enjoyed getting to know our horses a little bit better here on the farm. Come here, Coco, give him a kiss. Here's our two 2-year-olds coming to get a drink. Dusty and Coco. Chipper here looks the most like her grandpa Rosewood Chip. He was a blood bay stallion. He was a big, wide horse, but just as gentle and kind as can be. So anyway, super excited about all our horses. Darlin over there, even though we don't own her, she also goes back to Rosewood Chip. And then we bred her to our stallion that was a great grandson. Let's see, yeah, great grandson to Rosewood Chip. So that's what you call line breeding in the horse world, is you put that bloodline you like, you duplicate it as you breed back to others that are bred similarly. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed getting to know our horses and getting a view of them. I'm just watering them right now, and it gives me some time to video and enjoy looking at them myself. So, well, you met the girls out on pasture, and Dusty and Tiny Tim, they're both geldings, which means they're fixed males, castrated males. But now I'll introduce you to 66. His registered name is actually Stylish Roan. He goes back to a famous horse called Pepto Bismol, both on his mom's side and his dad's side. And he's a homozygous roan, which means he's supposed to throw all roan babies. And a roan has a base coat and then frosting over the top. So let me introduce you to, oh, and we call him 66. So Stylish Roan is his registered name. 66 is what we call him because he's the stud here on Route 66, the farm on Route 66. So here is 66. He's a 4-year-old stallion. He is so quiet and calm. We could keep him with the girls right now, but there's a couple girls that could get pregnant. We're not ready to breed them at this time. So, but anyway, beautiful stallion, 4 years old. We can hop on him bareback, and he's real quiet with the mares and just a joy to have around. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed getting to know our horses, and if you have any comments or questions, just leave them below. If you like our videos, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll know when we put up a new video. We try to put up a couple of weeks, so 2 or 3. Take care, thank you.